where do you think this has come from, and what do you think sort of the remedy for this is, or do you think it's just going to get worse and worse and worse?
Men are trying to impress other men, and this has always happened, right? Let's say we're hunter gatherers. I'd have a bigger stick than you,
Hmm.
and I'd be from a different tribe. You go, that's a fucking good stick. You'd wait until you get back to your tribe and go, do you see the size of James's stick? And then I'd be like, come round mine to my cave. Why? Because my cave's the big cave. Like, so men have been in this, Jordan Peterson dominance hierarchy, whatever. So men like to tear other men down as much. Your mate bodybuilding, Mike, he's doing that to impress other dudes. The judging panel at that competition are other men, not women.
Yeah.
Most women in his life go, that's too much, right? So we're trying to please the other men. So then suddenly it's like a battle of the hairline. Do you remember a film called The Rock with Nicolas Cage?
Yeah.
Right, let me find this because Nicholas. Sorry to make sure you clip this as well because this is going to be a good segment for YouTube, right? His hair in that film is like he's receding. What do they? A line of rabbits running backwards, a receding hairline. He has like a wisp of hair. Let me try and find a better one. And his comb over is non-existent.
Yeah.
So I'm going to put it here. I'm really going to try and get that into that. It's like Homer Simpson's hair, The Rock.
Yeah. Yeah.
But no one gave a fuck back then. What's that? 1997, I think. 1996. Because he saved fucking San Francisco from this military fucking bunch of people that were trying to melt everyone's faces off with rockets. Yeah. So it didn't matter. Bruce Willis in like the first Die Hard film, it didn't matter because masculinity was about knowing how to use a machine gun and saving the fucking world. And now masculinity's changed to the point that you've got to have a shaved chest. You've got to have a perfect hairline. And for me, one thing is we all get to be the gatekeepers of what we judge to be masculinity. And it depends on our values. For me, being a man is about one, being able to provide. And that's when I say I want to provide, a lot of women will construe that as, I don't think my partner is capable. None of that. No, I like to buy dinner, even if it's for my friends, my family, whatever it is. I like the fact that I gave my parents an Amex to my bank account. So if they ever need to buy anything, they can do it, right? That makes me feel like a man. On top of that, I love jiu-jitsu, where I love that I could probably submit 90% of the world's men in a street fight, right? I like that. And I could do it without hurting them. If someone tried to lamp me in the street, I've got a high chance, and I know some boxers are like, no, BJJ doesn't work in the streets. That's why I said 90%. I got a high chance I'd get them to the floor and choke them out and put them unconscious. Say to someone call the police, there's an unconscious guy in an alleyway. That makes me feel like a man. My hair is not something I hold to the standard of being a man. I've been getting banter. I've got a baseball cap on, I'll take it off. I've been getting banter now about going bald. I've got really fine hair. I do. I probably am receding. I'm 33. And guess what? If I am or if I wasn't, it doesn't change my life. It doesn't change my day-to-day life. And I get comments on TikTok as well. Just shave it off. Like, what is the problem here? Even if I do recede, even if I do go thin on top or more thin on top, why is that a problem? And again, we spoke before about people that actually honestly care. If my missus said to me, I think you should shave your head, I'd probably consider it because she's the one person that my attraction really is important to.
Yeah.
Outside of that, I don't think anyone's got a standpoint on it. Now, there are so many men out there that have probably saved a few £1,000s. They could have got themselves a DSLR camera and a podcast set and gone after their dream. Instead, they're flying to fucking Turkey to have an operation on their head. You know what I mean? So it's fucking crazy that people will park their passion or they'll park a project that they want to work on for the sense of just wanting to please other men. There are guys out there that are in perfectly good shape or that have perfectly good teeth. And now I speak as someone who double standards here. At 22, I'm the person I take the piss out of is someone who I was when I was younger. I used to have the Gold's Gym vest. I used to take steroids. I used to, take pre-workout. I used to try and get Tom Hardy traps from the film Warrior. I was that guy, right? I'm that guy. I'm now the person I wish was there when I was younger. And I had crooked teeth. So I went to the dentist. I said, I've got crooked teeth. I probably had the same kind of teeth as Tom Hardy and overcrowding at the front. No one ever really had a problem with it. My rugby teammates used to give me banter about it. They used to call me Snaffletooth. And so with my hard-earned money, what did I do? Went to the dentist. He said, you can have braces. I said, I don't want braces. So instead, I had my two front teeth taken out at 22 and had a bridge put in. So a 6-plate bridge over the front. So within 2 weeks, because guess what? Young men are impatient, fucking impatient, right? It's why they don't want to build muscle naturally. They'd rather do it with steroids. So at that point, I've had the teeth put in. So then a few years ago, I've chipped them from playing rugby or whatever. I ended up having the whole lot redone. So I had veneers. I didn't go to Turkey. I had them done in London. So when I say to people, my teeth were fucked and I don't have 2 front teeth, I got veneers to cover up the fact that I was an idiot when I was younger. But you must have seen it on TikTok where guys with perfectly good teeth are now getting these crowns from veneer, where all of these ones in Turkey, where they're all the same. People don't even appreciate the idiosyncratic differences, got you again there, between us that make us unique. And it makes me sad now that all men are trying to have the same hairline and the same set of teeth.
Yeah.
Where for so many people, I think that little imperfection that they had is something that they should have cherished and upheld a little bit more. And when I think of Bruce Willis, when I think of Nicolas Cage, the fact they were receding was part of their idiosyncrasies that they had, was part of who they were. And can you imagine if Bruce Willis had a fucking hair transplant? and even Andrew Tate, again, he was clutching hold of it for a while, shaved his head. You can't really, now he looks weird when he's got hair. Joe Rogan, same again. Some of the biggest dons, again, The Rock, Bruce Willis, Jason Statham, Andrew Tate, Joe Rogan, they just shaved their head. And do you think they give a fuck? Your brother, you should look at him and go, you're probably paranoid. You could have spent that 5 minutes better. If you ever get to the point where you go, I haven't got enough hair to have a hairstyle, then shave it off. And I don't know many men that shaved their head and regretted it.
No.
Because they had been. I shaved my head when I was 19. I did it for 4 bottles of Carlsberg. And I wouldn't recommend it. But yeah, mate, it's crazy world we live in, isn't it? We got so many genuine things we could do with our attention span and our life, and we spend it worrying about how many follicles are fucking doing their job in our head.